Breaker 19. Got yourself the big out here, and I am eastbound and down. Welcome, Al Pals, to Films with Friends. Tonight, the film is the 1977, the number 2 film, and actually the film that beat Star Wars in the first few weeks of its release. A lot of people don't know that. In 1977, though, this film was in about 400 and some theaters, and Star Wars was in 43, but it still beat it by $200,000, which back then is not an insignificant sum. But that's right, Smokey and the Bandit is the film, and the friends tonight are the usual cast of crazies. Let's, of course, welcome the lovely Nanette of Netters Network. How are you doing, Frog?
I'm doing awesome. How about you, Al?
I am doing very good. Glad to be in my new apartment. Glad to finally have internet after not having it for a week. I'm still kind of having, like, when you like just get things back and you're still not quite got your sea legs back yet, and I still have that kind of feeling. Also, Troy Pacelli, the Bandit himself tonight, of Cart 10, the Klingon cleric. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing very, very well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. And of course, the aged one himself, Little Enos tonight, Agent Boomer. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Yeah. I watched Smokey and the Bandit for the first time the other day, so
awesome.
I'm coming into this fresh. I was telling Troy the night I did the Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and I also did Smokey and the Bandit both in the same day.
Wow, so, that's quite.
Hey, Boomer.
Quite a double feature there.
What's Boomer, up? You reckon you can let me off at the next exit?
Funny.
Yeah.
Funny, man. Okay.
I got a million of them.
Did you know that guy was a real cop? We'll see it later. He was a real estate. They used like real people and real cops in this thing sometimes. If you could believe.
Well, that would be a reason to cancel the movie now, I guess.
If you could believe, yeah. Well,
there's a lot of reasons to cancel this movie now. I was watching, like, oh, they can't get away with that today. Can't get away with that today.
Right.
Yeah, there's a few things in it, but it's harmless. It's just harmless fun. It's good Southern country humor and a lot of cussing and some great chases and still to this day my dream car, the 1977 black Trans Am that they drive in this film.
It just doesn't look right without the oscillating red light on the front.
Yeah, that was a few years away. Not quite. Well, that actually wasn't a Trans Am, though, was it? Kit wasn't a Trans Am. He was just a.
It wasn't a Trans Am, but it was referred to as a Trans Am. That's what got me. Yeah. It kind of irked me a little bit, but oh well.
Yeah, still a beautiful car though. But yeah, it's this. I remember when I first saw this film, I just loved the car, loved the lines, loved that gold flaming eagle on the black, and I don't know, it was just gorgeous. I've always wanted one. I never got one. Of course, I never got a real one. But I was like thinking, man, I need to get like one of the Hot Wheels things, or they also come in like the little 124 size. It's like I need myself a black Trans Am, just to gawk at. But my history with this movie, I saw it when it first came out, and wow. Yeah. 12, 13 years old, and watching this guy cuss, it was something. I loved it. Let's welcome those who have appeared in the chat tonight. Of course, we've got Netter and everybody that Agent Boomer didn't, like I said, surprise guest tonight, because I actually didn't know he was going to join us, because
there must have been some miscommunication, mate.
Well, the miscommunication was you said, "Oh, I can't make it that night." So I was like, "Okay," but you're going to be here in 2 weeks.
Look back at your chat, Boomer.
Look back at my what?
Look back
Yeah,
at your
at the
chat.
at
Look
the
what you
MeWe
said.
chat. At the MeWe chat.
I will. No, you know what it was? I probably thought I typed in. I haven't seen it, but I can watch before then. I probably forgot to type in. I'll watch it before then. That's probably what happened. I probably forgot to type something in that I thought I did.
Al,
Okay.
it's true. I have typed chats where I said literally the opposite of what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the
silly.
difference of not putting in not or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So that might have
well,
been what happened.
Well,
we got
can. What I meant to read can't.
Yeah,
yeah.
it really does. It happens just like that.
But yeah, let me welcome those in chat. We got longest running superhero RPG on Earth.
Oh,
Good
haven't seen you in a
evening,
long
sir.
time. Welcome back, man.
We got Joshua V. We got the wonderful Evelyn Hampton. Hope she is doing well. We got who else we got in here? Melissa Harris's son, Daniel Heron, has popped in to say hello. Sir Torin Clegane. That's all I see right now, but that's okay. Al Pal's mighty, small but mighty bunch. But yeah, 1977. I've been wanting to do this film for a while, and for some reason, I also wanted to do Close Encounters, and then it just clicked. 1977, and I discovered they were the number 2 and number 3 films after Star Wars, which of course ruled the summer and the fall and pretty much into 1978 too.
Do you feel like, I mean, if you really look at the numbers for that summer, I mean, you could, and you use the same analytics that we do today, you could totally see it was like nobody knew what Star Wars was. It got a slow start.
No. It was,
but then it
started,
picked up. It was like word of mouth grabbed it and it just blew up, you know.
Word of mouth. It was released in only 40 some theaters initially. And this film, of course, with Burt Reynolds in it, was in 10 times the amount of theaters. This film did beat Star Wars by 200,000. I did not know this until I found a little obscure piece of trivia. That first weekend, but after that, it just, Star Wars, just everybody's was like Star Wars, multiple viewings here and there, and it just grew, more theaters and more people, and it just went crazy. But this film was a hit, and it was kind of a surprise hit. It was Hal Needham, who was basically a stuntman. This was, I think, one of his first films, and took a while to convince people to get it made and get it put together. The script was kind of very loose. Most of this film was ad-libbed.
Which is probably what makes it great.
I know. Most of what Jackie Gleason says is just basically he just came up with it. And
if anyone does need it, I did just drop the link again in the chat,
right?
So you can start while we're talking.
There is. I did not know this. I want to and thanks Nanette for finding it a free version to watch it. But of course, as I believe with all the films that we watch on here, why don't you own it already?
Absolutely.
Why don't you have it somewhere tucked away?
Even if you this is your first time watching it, if you get through it, you like it, go out and get it on, because what do I always say? Own physical media. It's this way they can never take it away from you. I have the trilogy on like the set, with all 3 films, Bandit 1, Smokey the Bandit 2, and Smokey the Bandit 3, which is not exactly necessary watch. As I was telling Boomer on my stream last night, my memory, the first time I saw this, my grandparents took me to the theater to see it specifically because my grandfather wanted to see it. He was a huge Jackie Gleason fan, and he laughed so hard. And I was a kid at the time. I didn't get most of the jokes, but I just remember him loving it so much.
Yeah, well, where I grew up, the uncles I had is where I basically learned all my cussing. Was for my uncles, and so I went to this film, and I just, afterwards it was some bitch. That was, it was just the way he said it was just so perfect, and he was the perfect
sheriff to play this role, and they almost went another direction. They almost got a serious actor, Richard Boone, if you know him. They almost used him, but Burt Reynolds wanted someone funner to play off of.
I totally get that. Yeah.
And they did it that way. And there's only 2 times when they shared the screen together. One, he doesn't know who it is, but then of course at the end. But and the character of Junior, the son, was the last minute addition at the request of Jackie Gleason, because he's like, I don't have anybody to work off of.
Yeah,
he wanted someone in the car with him.
type, right?
Yeah, and so they got forget his name, but the guy who played Junior, his son, who of course was Tarzan for a few movies. What the heck was Mike Henry? Thank you. So they got him. So this film wasn't exactly the a pre-written screenwriter type of a film. This was a bunch of people getting together, fast cars, and having fun.
I've always said having fun is probably the most successful way to do a comedy. Yeah. I mean, we should really, though, warn the more sensitive among us. There's some strong language, including a lot of GD bombs. So just hold on.
There's GDs and SOBs. I don't think there's no MFs though, which I think it's a good PG film for the time. At the time, this was basically what PG was all about, all the cussing, and it just, it was just part of the fun.
But PG means no boobs.
Actually, Clash of the Titans.
That's right.
Yeah, I think there was like a limit.
Yeah.
To what, like how quickly you could show, a butt.
I remember that's right, because wasn't Airplane a PG movie?
Yeah, yes. I believe.
And there was a brief flash of hello there.
Oh yeah, I believe some bouncing goodies in that one too. But yeah, no bouncing goodies in this one that I don't know. No, some cute
which is
girl,
probably
though.
For the best. It's Sally Field. We need to keep her, pretty gidget.
Yeah, this was a departure for her, because of course she was gidget. Then she did Sybil.
Yeah,
and she really wanted to do something light. She actually thought it might ruin her career to do this, but then she got after this film, she got what was that worker where she did the labor? Norma Ray. Was after this one, and she won the Oscar for it. So she came out of this fine, but of course her and Burt started knocking boots, and he was taking his hat off a lot with her for several years. They did 4 movies together.
Wow.
They did Smokey 1 and 2, and then they did The End and Hooper, which is another fave of mine. I love Hooper. That's a great film. But
The End is a good movie, though.
That's really good. Of course, you had Dom DeLuise in the mix.
Dom DeLuise was my favorite part of that movie. I gotta be honest.
Classic. Yeah, him in The End is great. Of course, the Cannonball Run movies. Dom DeLuise is just funny playing Captain Chaos, or whatever he was. But it was a lot of fun. But I do want to say I'm sorry I missed last week.
We totally understood, and we made sure everybody knew that by and large it was for a good reason, because let's face it, the move was a good thing, right?
Where I came out of, I've lived in this trailer for decades. Basically, it was an old trailer. The ceilings were falling in, the floors were precarious at best.
Wow.
My mother, being elderly, was she could get around because she could hold on to stuff, but
she did have a couple falls, didn't she?
She had a couple falls, usually carrying something, and a couple times she just kind of sat weird in a chair and just kind of slid off. But we really just needed a place that didn't leak. Weren't afraid every time the wind blew that something might fall apart. And so
and visiting critters. Yeah, and critters. Yeah, and we came. There's this little. It's a senior apartments area, and it's a nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. It's very nice, tons of room, and it all happened on my birthday. I had wanted to be in on my birthday. I actually thought it was going to be the day after when we moved, but all the things aligned for that Wednesday. And the cable guy said everything was going to be on. He was only half right. The cable was on, but the internet, I did not have internet for a week. And I was, I was entering Jack Nicholson Shining territory there for a while. But I made it through.
There, huh?
Made it through, got on, had to go through over 500 emails and 90 some Facebook notifications and an ungodly amount of other things. Still a little gun shy at it. So I've only been back on it for a few days. This is actually the first time I'm streaming. I almost did something last night, but my mother was up and we were watching something. So
we don't have the problem was let me know that you didn't have any internet, and so we actually called in Boomer for a last minute replacement.
That's all. That's good. That's good.
So we still had a trio.
No, it was Daniel Herron.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel Herron.
Oh, Daniel Herron came in.
I'm mixing my peoples.
Yeah, and I was all set. Yeah. I had my Michael Bean. Avatar. I was going to be Hicks. Because I figured,
but I did it for you because I couldn't let that character not be represented, right?
Yeah, because I figured you would be, you would be Paxton's character.
Thought about it. I literally had my cursor, and I was like, nah, because Michael Bean,
yeah, because I figured
he's the good looking one.
Well, I'll do Hicks, and I figured that would be the trio, but then everything just, I was like, oh, darn it. But I'm just glad Daniel came in. So I appreciate that. Okay. Well, you know what? We have
some really good information on the music too. So that was a bonus.
Yeah. If we ever do it on soundtracks with Birdman, maybe we'll have you on for that. That way.
Great idea.
So there you go. Yeah. So maybe one day we'll do a soundtracks with Birdman for it. He wants to, obviously it's his channel, but
yeah. Well, like I said, Boomer and the Birdman are going to be joining us in 2 weeks when we do the number 3 film from 1977, which is Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be a good one. A nice, great John Williams themed film, and UFOs, of course, are back in now because the government's having some fun with the UFOs. Are like driving the government a little crazy. But okay, but yeah, the film. If you have the MP4, like I do, I'm starting at about 3 seconds where the stars have just started to come in on the Universal logo. So if you guys want to get to there,
got it.
Literally the star field has just come into play.
Can I give a warning for those that have the DVD? I just put the DVD in, and that the one logo that pops on, the newer logo, you have to wait till that goes through, then you get the old-fashioned star logo. So just
I did want to shout out to longest running superhero RPG on Earth. He was saying he does own the physical media, but he can't find his DVD. That is the downside of owning physical media. If you got stuff kind of all over the place, you can misplace a DVD.
Well, can I plug? I'm going to plug this. I got this for a birthday a couple years ago. I got Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
My sister got it for me, and it came with the DVD, the Blu-ray, and the digital copy. So you got all 3. I actually watched the digital copy when I was watching.
Well, by the same token, I do want to say that DVD Decryptor is a program that allows you to rip DVDs to your hard drive.
Oh.
Now, in and of itself, that is not illegal. That is fair use. If you own a DVD and you are ripping it to a digital format for your own use, you will always have a digital copy of it. So if you have one of those huge multi-terabyte drives and you just want to rip your library to, some sort of a program so that you can just call it up, do it. You own it. You have the right to do that.
Mm-hmm. So if everybody is ready, time to start to go eastbound and down. Well, first we got to go westbound before we go eastbound because got to go get the Coors. So of course, going to start at the doing a countdown. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Eastbound and down.
Yeah.
Just one of my favorite films.
Universal.
Yeah, I know. Like 12-year-old me, you know, I saw Star Wars a bazillion times. I saw this maybe a million times. So
a million. That's a lot of times.
Yeah, so about 1.5 million hours a few times. No, I was kidding. But no, I saw this a lot. I've mentioned before, my mother used to go to these jewelry meetings and drop me off at the theater. Most of the time it was Star Wars, but every now and then I went to go see Smokey and the Bandit.
One of my favorites, Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown was playing this summer, but I guess nobody went to see it. That's the impression I got.
Yeah, I remember that. I went. That was something that I went to with my grade school as a what do they call it? Field trip.
Oh, neat. Okay.
From Atlanta, GA. This film, the theme song, of course, Jerry Reed did the music for this film. The movie company tried to insert just a regular score, and Hal Needham's like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, I want the Jerry Reed stuff.
And this is a great example of really just the right music at the right time. This was right in that urban cowboy, time frame. I don't know what started it, what perpetuated it, but this definitely fed into it.
Well, this is definitely at the height of the CB culture.
Yes.
I remember the CB thing was huge. Everybody was like 10-4 this, breaker one, and everybody was buying CB units to talk to whoever was on there.
Tell you what, if things keep going the way they are, people better be getting on CBs and ham radios again.
Oh, yeah, well, it's still a thing.
It is.
It's still a thing, but they still use them. So it's just not. Basically, it's just truckers. Use it to talk to each other, find out what's going on. But with cell phones, a lot of people just do the same thing with that. But
they still have ham radio clubs in certain areas. You could probably look it up online. There might be one in your area if you ever wanted to join up with one.
I love the artwork on that truck. This is so cool. The Bandit thing. Somebody's in trouble.
That is a big Mars light. It's just one right there on top of the car.
So this is illegal, transporting alcohol across state lines?
Supposedly. There's a bit of the legality of it's kind of weird. Now, a big issue though was Coors. Coors wasn't pasteurized, so it had to always remain refrigerated, and they never sent it east of Texas. Basically, there was no distributors east of the Mississippi. So Coors was like, on the East Coast, kind of this. Everybody wanted to try Coors because it's hard to get, and it's getting a big culture. And of course, this film comes along and makes it even bigger.
Mr. Big.
See, that would be my. I would just have Big Al, I guess.
I figured out that I can actually put our last name on a license plate if I want to, because it's got just enough letters.
Oh.
Which I was like, no, we probably don't want a personalized plate with our name. Paid
$25. Listen, people could look at him. I love them outfits.
And back then, that was the kind of, a lot of money, $25,
Oh yeah. Well, the whole thing, with what you'll find out is the bet is $80,000, which in modern money is about what, 400,000, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like them suits.
Oh yeah, those suits are magnificent. Love that laugh.
Yeah, he has a very unique laugh.
I got to give Paul Williams a lot of credit. He plays a mean little guy too.
Yeah,
he has got an attitude.
He was the villain in Phantom of the Paradise, right? He was a Faust, I think, right?
Yeah, he was Faust. Yeah, Swan,
but yeah,
he was Swan. Faust was I think the opera that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but it was a Faustian type. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's short.
Yes, he is. That's what I was saying.
You know what? The ladies liked him though. I'll say this from what he says. Yeah.
I'm sure if you're famous, it don't matter what you look like.
True.
I always use the Rick Ocasek rule. Rick Ocasek from the Cars, who landed Paulina Perisco or whatever her name was.
Oh yeah.
Who's gonna drive you home tonight? I do have to say, okay, this is gonna sound completely out in left field, but in the background you got that big wooden roller coaster.
Uh-huh.
I live in Chicago, where we have the world's largest wooden roller coaster. When you hear that thing creaking as you're going around and up it, you get a little concerned. It adds a whole other level of fear to it.
Wooden coasters, man, nothing like it. Because I always went to the King's Dominion. They had the Rebel Yell. Mm-hmm. I think they. I don't know if they've renamed it yet or not. But wooden coasters is totally different from the metal ones.
Yeah, I think I was on one in a Six Flags in Texas. It was called the Rattler, I think, and I think it was wooden. Yeah, and it did make that creaking.
Here's another kind of left field question that I got for you. He was just counting out a stack of $100 bills. Okay,
uh-huh.
In films, is that real money or fake money? Because I know that there's a whole issue about realistic looking fake money and the whole idea of,
I don't know. That's an interesting thing.
Yeah, right.
And being the Bandit, being a trucker, that's the only time he drives a truck.
Interesting.
Yeah. All the other times he's in the Trans Am.
Mm-mm. Now, does this predate Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it does.
In fact, somewhere John Schneider has a cameo, as does, and Sonny Schroyer's in it. He plays the motorcycle cop at the end.
And
I think there somebody else. And the one who played the mechanic friend of theirs, Cooter. I think it's Cooter. He's in it too, the actor, but like cameo, like back in the background kind of thing, I believe. Before they were famous.
You mentioned John Schneider. I'll tell you what, guys. If you are not following John Schneider on YouTube, you are doing yourself a disservice. He is a very intelligent, very wise man, and he's got some really good hot takes on modern current events worth checking out.
Yeah. Evelyn Hampton. Yeah, I read that. I don't watch Walking Dead, but I heard that the truck is actually an abandoned truck in a background somewhere, and it shows up in one of the episodes. Shitty job. Yeah, longest running superhero RPG on Earth says it's usually fake money.
I was just about to comment on that. Thanks for pointing that out. Because I know that there was this whole thing about they want to use fake money, but they always are concerned about, like some kind of counterfeiting laws or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I learned a while back that they were having trouble with the new 20s because when they do a lot of indie movies, when they try to do period type movies, and they're like they have to find those old 20s.
Yeah,
the with the small heads, and it's like they're hard to find these days.
Yeah, that would be true. Sure.
Love the dog Fred got the job. Actually, Burt Reynolds approved him for the job because he was the least obedient dog.
I like that.
He wanted that. He wanted that little bit of chaos in the dog.
I like that.
American flag on the vest.
Yeah.
Yep.
That means you can't market it in China, so we gotta take that out. We'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if I read correctly somewhere, they figured out that from Atlanta to Texarkana and back in 28 hours, they would have to average over 60 miles an hour the entire trip.
Well, if you're on open highway, that's not unreasonable.
No, it's not. Because at one point, remember that the truck's doing 90.
Yeah. So it's not terribly unreasonable.
Bandit 2. That Trans Am, though. Oh my God. Still to this day. Oh, that and the 1970 Chevy Nova are my favorite cars.
79 Corvette Stingray.
Yeah, that's a beautiful car too.
Which is another rewatch we will be doing eventually on Netter's Network. Corvette Summer.
Corvette Summer, yeah.
Well, I gotta get to the C's first.
Well, I haven't. You're looking for it. It's not up on the shelf yet. We just got it.
Oh, okay. Well, we're still in the A, so it's going to be a bit.
Just for a peek behind the curtain, we're literally using the Saturday rewatches for our own rewatch of all the media we got.
Everything you got.
You guys are coming along with us for the trek.
Because we own over 1,000 movies.
Yeah. We'll be at this a while.
And they are westbound and down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 huge bookcases filled with movies.
Mm.
And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shelves each.
You know what? It's been a while since Netter and I have done a road trip because we really, really missed it. We're going to have to do that again really darn soon.
Especially when I drive.
Little Hampshire says they have movie prop money on Amazon for sale.
Oh, really? You go to
bingo. You just answered my question there then.
Yeah, I was looking up Smokey the Bandit on Amazon. You get like a replica license plate that says Band 1. They got all kinds of stuff on there.
And a short time to get there.
This much old Bandit run.
Yeah, Jerry Reed played this song for Hal Needham. Mm-hmm. Hal Needham stopped him before he had finished it. He thought he didn't like the song. Hal Needham's like, "That's the song."
That's sweet. That is sweet.
And it became a huge hit.
And I'll tell you, if you know what you're doing in the entertainment industry, you only have to hear a little bit of it and you go, you know what, that's going to be a hit.
That's it.
Let's capitalize on it.
Mississippi
Highway Safety Patrol.
I thought for sure you were going to say Mississippi Squirrel Revival.
Yes, Mississippi Squirrel Revival. The day the squirrel went. That would kind of work here, wouldn't it?
Yeah. When I was I lived for about a year or so in Kentucky. Developed a southern accent my second day there and didn't get rid of it until a month after I got back to Chicago.
Uh-oh. First time he gets in trouble.
Eastbound down, going up and trucking.
And actually, in reality, the Trans Am didn't exactly have a very powerful motor. I think its top speed is 110. A modern minivan can beat it.
Is there like a number for how many cars get demolished in this movie?
There's some debate, like the actual numbers. I think I've heard they had 3 or 4 Trans Ams. By the end, they were all trashed. They only had one good car, and it wouldn't run because they had abused it. The others had got smashed up. The river jump destroyed one of them. And all of the fourth wall break there when he smiles to the audience.
I get a kick out of it when that happens sometimes. Willy Wonka did that a lot too.
Yeah.
He's looking behind and slowly rolling forward. I kept expecting him to hit something.
Yeah, I think they had 3 or 4 Trans Ams, and I think 2 of the police car, of Justice's car.
Lone Star State.
So this is the era when the sound in movies was really making use of that stereo sound. This is a lot of fun to listen to on the headphones, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I kept hearing the honking truck in one ear, and Troy's talking. I'm like, why am I hearing honking?
Because and it goes right through your head, right? Because they go from right to left, you know.
And you could tell it was filmed in '76 because it has "Happy Birthday America" on it.
Yeah, that was the big bicentennial, right?
Yeah, and the funny thing, where they get the beer here in filming was only about a mile away from the house that Snowman lived in, supposedly in Atlanta.
Wow,
the location. Yeah, it's only like a mile down the road. But of course.
So here's the other thing that's funny: Coors beer, right?
Yep.
This is 1977. I didn't even hear about Coors beer until like the mid '80s.
Yeah, cool. Coors, like I said, Coors beer wasn't available east of the Mississippi because of refrigeration concerns.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah, it needed to be refrigerated at all. Well, I don't know at all times, but
yep. And Chicago is east of the Mississippi. That's absolutely right.
Redneck Kevin.
Longest run in RPG was born in '76.
Oh, you're just a little bit younger than I am. And by the way, I don't know if you're looking for subscribers, longest running superhero RPG on Earth, but I just subscribed to you and I saw your list of videos and they look very interesting. I am looking forward to catching up on your content. Looks very interesting.
Let me go to his page so I can subscribe.
If you take the time to type out that whole title, you'll find it easy.
All right, I'll type it in now.
Just do it in another tab so you don't like go away from StreamYard or something.
Yes. I'm doing it now.
Evelyn Hampton, she's like, she had one beer in her life, a Coors, and was sick for 3 days and never touched beer again.
That's a shame because there are much better beers out there. I'm not saying anything against Coors, mind you.
Yeah,
I'm just saying there are better beers.
Everybody's got a different taste. I know people who swear by like Bud Miller. And it's just
all right. The channel in the link. I mean, in our chat.
Thank you, Netter. And yeah, I know Netter likes Miller Lite.
And we're about to get the love interest.
Just dropped the link to longest superhero RPG on Earth's channel, and I just subbed to you.
Love a woman's back.
Runaway Bride.
Yep.
Does Michael Caine ever show up in one of these movies?
No.
He should. He should.
The Traveler or something, visiting the States, and he gets caught up in it.
I love a 70s van.
So
like that.
You see this van come from the side road, and it's like he's got the stop sign. There is no reason for Bandit to stop. They make it look like, Bandit blew something, but he didn't. I'm sorry. I look at this like a driver.
I also just dropped the link to the Facebook YouTube channel page. So you got to do YouTube channel, drop your link in there so we can subscribe to you. You can subscribe to us, helping each other out.
You never really think about just how attractive Sally Field is.
I know. You are spot on because of the roles she's played.
That's lying on.
You don't really think about how really attractive she was.
But she is beautiful in the Smokey and the Bandit movies. She's a beauty.
Yeah, only because of this scene, Al. I know why you like her.
Well, I like a foot. I like a barefoot. It's it's not something I'm. It's been a little blown up by the professor about my.
She has that really sweet. I mean, if you look at it, like her cheeks and her nose.
Yeah.
Okay. Admittedly,
she's like a chipmunk.
Okay. Admittedly, the leg in the air like that. Okay, I totally get what you're getting at with that, Al. Okay, so I'll give you that. But yeah, she's got that very sweet, rosy cheek kind of innocent look.
Yeah, she's like if you got a group of girls, she's like the innocent one.
Yeah, which is the one you got to watch out for.
Yeah,
that's the one you got to watch out for.
Do we like her wedding dress?
No,
we like the fact that it's going away.
Yeah. Great entrance.
Yes. Jackie Gleason.
The man, the myth,
I raised
the
my
legend.
glass.
Buford T. Justice.
Buford T. Justice of Texas.
That's a name, right? That's a great name, Buford T. Justice.
And actually, the character was named after a real guy named Buford T. Justice.
Really?
Amen. I'm glad that name exists in the real world.
Supposedly, it was someone that Burt Reynolds' father knew. He was a sheriff in Florida, and his name was Buford T. Justice, and they used it for the film. Of course, names evolved over the course of developing the film.
It's funny because you hear that name, it's like, oh, that's such a fake sounding name, and of course, it's blown to a real person.
Yeah,
it's like...
because truth is stranger than fiction.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great name. I mean, just the name Buford, you don't see many Bufords anymore.
See Coors on the shirt.
Yep.
Okay, now I got to ask. This is the second appearance of Coors. Product placement, right?
Probably sort of a little bit of a product placement deal.
I mean, now that I think about it, mid to late 70s, that's also the period where you had Superman with the Cheerios. So product placement was a thing. I love his cocky attitude. I don't play with these things.
Wouldn't look good on my highway.
I like his son just nodding each time he says something.
Yeah.
And he actually expects them to just stand there. Nope.
Because Junior is not exactly the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree.
No, he is not. And I'm not casting any aspersions because I could totally relate.
Alluding to a reputation of old Buford.
He's like, I don't care.
So are people fascinated by trucking culture back in the 70s? Is this like a...
Oh, yeah.
There was a bit of fad there, yeah.
It was a big thing. Well, you had this film, and then you had Convoy.
Oh yeah.
Convoy.
with Chris Christopherson and what Ally McGraw.
Well, there was a whole string of movies that were kind of spun off of film or out of songs, and some of them did a better job of telling the story than others.
Yeah,
I was thinking Harper Valley PTA, for example. That was a good one.
And anything that Ray Stevens did.
Yeah. What was the
simple old-fashioned communism.
This was funny back then. Unfortunately, it kind of
today it wouldn't go over too well.
No, well, today it would be ringing way too damn true.
Yeah.
Okay, where'd she get the change of clothes from?
I think she had a bag with her.
Did she have the outfit under the dress? I don't know.
No. She pulled the veil down and she was changing underneath it.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell what she was doing there. I'm trying to keep the volume at a level where I can kind of sort of hear the movie and kind of sort of hear you guys.
Okay, in fairness, she puts her hair down. That's a whole different look, guys.
Oh yeah, she's a beauty.
She was.
Oh, yeah, she was. What's she wearing now? I love how he says it. Her mind.
10-4.
I love Snowman. He is a great character.
So
he was originally, when they originally started developing the film, he was going to be Bandit.
So let me, just to give everybody a little context, this whole concept of CB culture, so crucial to the trucker community. And I stress community because this was your way of keeping in touch with people when you were out on the road. You felt like you're all on your own, but you had support, right? You could call for help. You could get assistance. You guys were a community.
And you can warn the other truckers, hey, there's, a bear trap up ahead.
Exactly. Bear trap or whatever.
They looked out for each other. They had a whole language that, you had to know. And Burt Reynolds and Tom Selleck, two of the best mustaches ever.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, on anybody else, you'd call it a porn stash, but
it works
for them. It's like, okay, I can accept it here.
And I have a friend I used to who I used to work with, the teacher I used to be assisting. His name is Tom. Great mustache, but he's Greek, so it really works.
Amen. I get that.
But yeah, that long hair she's got is as it's whipping around in the wind.
I know, right?
Here comes the fuzz.
The only thing that'd be better than that brunette hair would be blonde hair. Just saying.
No, I think you know what?
Saying that.
I am a fan of any hair color, but there is something about a dark-haired woman.
Dude, there's something to be said about every natural hair color. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't dig the colors that don't exist in nature.
Like blue?
Although,
like blue and pink and purple. And
it depends on the woman. Sometimes I like when they have like a purple or some kind of
Let me just say, I always used to love Laura Dern. Soon as she did the whole purple hair thing, I was done.
Oh, no.
That was a huge line back in the day. To hear her say that.
And of course, now I see the cop car in the water, and my first thought is Blues Brothers. He broke my watch.
He broke my watch.
But yeah, to have Gidget and the Flying Nun cuss like that,
that
was big. I think the only thing better was when Julie Andrews flashed in SOB.
Oh yeah,
right. That was awesome. You mean the irony of it? Oh, never mind.
Well, that would it all in many things.
Well,
actually.
what about Christopher Reeve snogging what's his name in
Michael Caine? Michael Caine. Yeah.
My mother saw that movie in the theater. She said there was someone downwind of her who's like, not Superman 2.
What was that called? Was that wasn't that was Sleuth, right?
No, Death Trap.
Death Trap. I confused that with Sleuth. Okay,
great movie.
It's based on an actual play. I saw a live performance of that.
Yes,
that's a fun play. If you ever get a chance to see it perform live, see Death Trap. It's good fun.
It's a fun movie too. It's a good movie.
Were guys imitating the Burt Reynolds style with the hat and the red shirt after this came out? Was this like a?
Oh yeah, well, Burt Reynolds was the master of cool.
Keep in mind that the hat was already in vogue at the time. So
yeah.
Bye, baby. And it's a good point, right? Texas officer out of state, you're out of jurisdiction. I don't have to pull over for you.
But he's in high speed pursuit.
I love this too. She's trying to take a drag off a cigarette. I just started.
So I take it he's there to keep the heat off of the truck, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the blocker.
Okay.
Yeah, he's if there are police ahead, he's the one that they chase while they leave the truck alone.
You want a handle? Okay, I just got to say, a car with that much torque driving on the grass like that, it takes a skillful driver. I'm just going to say that, okay?
And Buford coming up in the rear.
Frog.
Why?
I'd like to jump you.
I'd like to jump you.
See, like I said, this movie could not get away and not get made today. It's
a lot of the lines he does, he came up with.
I'm sure he did. That was Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, a lot of this was improvised. It was a possum's pecker. Whoops.
Oof.
Whoa.
Okay, I just got to say, that scene there, that driver was skilled. That is hard to do.
On accident.
On accident, yeah. I mean on purpose. Yeah.
I like it. You can do it easy.
But I do like it. I was like, you're not going to believe this, son. He just tried to drive into this truck.
Oh, I love the caption. It's SOMBITCH instead of
bitch.
Absolutely. It's actually SUM.
Oh, okay.
Some bitch.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
SUM. And a little trivia: when they put it on television, I was wondering what they were going to do. They changed all the some bitches to scum bum. And
wow.
Jackie Gleason did not. Because all the cast came in to re-record to take it out so it was good for TV.
Yeah.
Jackie Gleason didn't, so they got in the guy who's the voice of Fred Flintstone.
Brilliant!
Oh, that's funny.
That's brilliant.
He's gonna have an aneurysm shouting like that.
Oh, I don't understand. Wait a minute. This is a show. This is a film from 1977, and they've got an African American police officer. This is just unrealistic. This is, this kind of thing never actually happened. because institutional racism.
I'm sorry, but I just love that. It's like the goddamn Germans ain't got nothing to do with it. It's like it's not the two Germans.
I had actually forgotten about that scene. Oh my god.
I love it.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna find out this is all based on a true story too.
I would not at all be surprised. Not in the slightest.
I can see that.
I'm sure something like it happened.
The black officer, the one that's on the screen now, was telling us like, this isn't your jurisdiction. You need to back off, and he doesn't want to back off.
He's right. Is this his jurisdiction?
You see him, the silver-tongued devil guy. You see him a lot in like TV shows and stuff.
Like he'd show up on a Columbo or something like that back in the day.
I did read that he was in a MASH episode, and the same episode Mike Henry appeared. So there was like another little collision of.
It's like, slow down because there's a cop.
I just love the horns that they use for the cops.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you, you go driving through the grassy field, you don't know where you're going to end up, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, he doesn't know where he's at.
It's almost comical because it'll be like super fast.
Yeah. I couldn't close an umbrella.
Yeah. Get a little bit of that feel going.
I think you're absolutely right. I think this had to have influenced the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh yeah,
because this is some just gosh darn crazy, chase scenes here.
Back road chasing.
This card's coming out of your pay.
And here's something else. I just got to point this out. 1977, black guy. He's a smart guy. He's got, the intelligence way high and above just about everyone else in this movie, right? But this never happened, right? This is, we've forgotten all this.
Yeah.
Oh,
turn around.
Well, I think Hollywood wants you to forget all the old movies so you see the remakes.
With her knees up against her head like that, that would kill her.
Well, it would kill her if it impacted.
And speaking of killing, that killed that Trans Am.
True.
It was a successful jump, but it killed that
her
car.
ice pockets.
I would imagine it would have done.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't. They did. Yes, I did.
Jump
me.
Oops.
Ooh.
You're absolutely right. You can't make a joke like that these days.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's a T-shirt I'm tempted to get where it's him and that saying, "What the hell is the world coming to?"
I don't know if she actually did smoke, but she definitely has the roll down of someone who never smoked before.
Yeah.
That tentative, but puffing real quick on it.
Choking,
coughing, yeah. Choke and puke. Choke and puke.
Get a hamburger for Fred.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it so much.
He's all over the road too. If you notice it there.
So we got a bus stop.
Yeah, like they get the slow because you've been going, chase. They take time, slow down, get a little character development here.
Evelyn Hampton offering a little bit of colloquial wisdom. Greyhound bus rest stops are choke and puke.
And I can tell you, that hair was not in her car going 100.
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely, I dig it.
A tangled rat's nest.
There's definitely that wow Hollywood, right there,
Ooh, love that hair. Look at that hair there.
That's Marge Simpson hair.
Yep.
Oh gosh, you remember those cigarette machines? You'd pull the thing out.
What's he having, a beer there?
$1.50.
Yeah, the old days.
Yeah, right.
Iced tea or something.
What's a Diablo sandwich?
A Diablo sandwich is a sloppy Joe, but spicier. And it can also have like diced tomatoes and corn in it.
Interesting.
Some people put there's variations, but it's basically a spicier sloppy Joe.
Oh, I might want to try that sometime, actually.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
I dig this. He absolutely has no idea who that is.
Yep.
And he wipes his eyes.
So it strike me he should be eating that sandwich. Maybe it's like good for his cholesterol or something, right? It's
right.
I'm sorry, I can't stand watching people eat.
Well, it's meant to be a little bit grotesque here. Yeah. I love this. This is hysterical.
Whoa, gotta go.
Yeah. Drive.
I love this. He goes, nice lady.
This is his own doing.
I know. I kept thinking they couldn't have been the Bandit because he didn't have time. It's like, this is just him.
And I love this. Watch.
Waste not, want not.
I like it. Nice ass. He likes it. He likes it. He likes them big.
I like big butts, and I can't lie. He was
coming out of his pants.
right. Have a hard time handling rejection. Boy, she learns fast.
Yeah. I like you just hear in the distance.
Right?
Yeah, no one's coming.
you gonna do? Try and jump the cars?
No, justice is there.
Okay, the two people that were in the Trans Am there, one was wearing a red and white striped shirt or jacket, not a plain red one.
Yeah.
And had blonde hair.
Oh. This is complicated.
It is. Especially with those bucket seats, man.
My favorite part of someone jumping into a car was in Austin Powers when he jumps and he hits the stick.
Oh,
Here we go. Yes.
yeah.
Nice.
It's a
Now
good thing they both saw it coming.
Now you have a convertible.
Danny, the top came off.
Dude, the tires messed up too.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man. Dog has a choke chain. I wonder why.
Another Kojak with a Kodak.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Kojak was an old 70s police serial, and a Kodak what meant a camera for you younger viewers.
A camera or a radar.
Oh,
Kodak still exists, doesn't it?
Don't know.
As a company, Kodak's still around.
We had our pre-press machine was made by Kodak. I had to get the tour, and like people were asking me, "Is that made in America?" It's made in Rochester, New York. Okay. You know?
Well, I'll tell you this from my time in client services in office support. Kodak copy machines were way better than Xerox as far as quality of copies.
And Eastman Kodak does still exist. I just went to their website.
Yep.
And I like how these guys know who Bandit is.
Yeah, he must be a legend. I got the metal. Oh, the
metal to the pedal
floor.
and he's laughing.
No, my mom would mess that up. I love her, but she would be like, "Put
I
the
love
pedal
this-
to the floor." No, that's not what it is. Okay.
We're a funeral. We're gonna go as slow as we can.
And they can't do anything about it because they have to be respectful.
Do y'all know where this was filmed?
I think a lot of it was filmed in Georgia,
Was it? Okay.
but some of it was also some of the chase scenes were also filmed in California.
I was gonna say some of these shots did look like they were California.
At one point, they passed a sign saying Texas.
Yep.
I go there. I wish I'd cremated the son of them.
I like the fact that they still have to pay the respects though.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you catch that diesel 47 cents a friggin' gallon?
There's a funny meme circulating, and it's like you see this one like feminist woman saying these men and their video games and their toxic male fantasies, and they show a scene from the Resident Evil game where the guy's looking at the gas sign and it's like gas like $1.05 or something.
Yeah.
You know? It's like the toxic male fantasy.
That is the
You know, if
toxic
they
male
took
fantasy.
all of a minute to stop and switch places, you know, that would go a lot smoother than trying to do it while they're moving.
But it wouldn't be as funny.
It wouldn't have been funny, exactly. It seems to help.
Well, I got news for her. She couldn't be a high fashion model. She's too short.
She said for 8-year-old boys.
Oh.
The only thing missing here is the General Lee's.
So that's the name by Hustle, right?
Oh,
during the filming of that scene, the field was wet.
oh,
And the car actually was getting a little out of control. They almost hit some of the people there.
oh my God. Can we watch? Oh,
You stay and watch the game. I'm going.
I ought to be in Nashville. That's a pretty little pond area.
Yeah.
Don't forget, the whole premise of this is they gotta get that Coors beer to someplace else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 28 hours for $80,000.
Frog feed Fred. Oh, funny. Okay. I'd like a burger.
Yep. I mean, the other day, my mother and I had hot dogs, and we hadn't had them in a while. And, oh my God, they just tasted so good. When you
Right.
hadn't had it for a while,
Right.
even though they were not my favorite kind of hot dog, but still.
Yeah, I was advertising on Troy's when he posted for the Frankenstein thing, the Frankenfurters commercial.
Frankenfurters. I remembered that. You showed that. I was like, I remember that. It was Hormel, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Hormel. They got taken off the market because people were having accidents with them, like they were burning themselves.
Oh my gosh.
The chili on the inside of the dog. It was like, what?
I would not want anybody stepping on my windshield.
Nope. You'd have loved me.
Yeah.
You love me. You really love me.
Good one, Boomer.
I don't know.
That's a deep dive for
Yeah, that's one of those. Like, I wonder how many people got that.
You know what it is? It's just those cheeks.
Yep.
Well, she actually has a pleasant personality too.
Oh
and
yeah,
I know
yeah.
that can go a long way too. And
True.
I've been noticing this. It's not resting, you know what face, you know.
Yeah.
And it goes the other way too. I've known some beautiful women who just were like really snotty, and then they started not. You look at them, and they like just started not looking that pretty anymore.
You're absolutely right about that.
There's Fred.
Yeah, Fred taking a little dip.
Driving wet pants. Ew. Okay, that dog's eyes were red.
Yep.
Normal?
For that breed, yeah. They always look like they're drunk.
Basset hounds, yeah.
Yep.
Drunk and sad.
Yeah.
She says that she's got to go 10-100.
Yeah, Trans Am's really took off after this film, too.
They were originally going to use I think a Cobra.
Mm.
Well, Junior taking a nap.
I might be too after what I've been through.
It's like, thing is, this isn't his jurisdiction, and he's supposed to alert local law enforcement that he's in the area.
Yeah, but he's from Texas. That
Don't matter.
I know.
His professional courtesy. I watch a lot of cop shows.
I watched Gordon Ramsay's show recently. He went to Texas.
I can't even imagine.
He had to catch a snake, a rattlesnake, and it was
longest running RPG. So it's the Mandela effect. Now she never said "you love me, you really love me." It's
No,
you
she
love me
didn't.
right now. You love me.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. Well, it's just like Vader going. I am your
Luke,
father.
I am your father. Yeah.
Luke, I am your father. It's no, I am your father. Oof.
That's a very, very minor joke there. She's there. She's fixing her hair in the mirror, and he takes off, and she's like, ah.
Oh, that's a fail. Oh, he just.
Yep.
Does at any point in this movie does Buford T. Justice put the cigarette in the mouth the wrong way? I'm expecting that to happen at some point. It's
it's looking a little busted now.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even have a license, and I drive better than that.
Right. Who's that? Yeah, he does.
Oh, it was "you like me, you really like me." Right, you love me, you really love me.
Oh, I see. Well, whatever.
Think it was. I do think it was like. Now that I hear it.
It was. She said, "You like me, you really like me," or something close to that.
Here we go. James Bond's car had all the gadgets that he could get through this lickety split.
Yeah.
Well, if this was Kit, he'd have just hit the turbo boost and flown over them.
There you go.
The exact quote was, "You like me, you really like me."
Yeah.
I see. Okay, now I love. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh yeah, you're right. Was it longest running RPG? So it correctly when he said, "Right now, you like me."
I
He
see.
actually said, "This time I feel it, and I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me." That's what she actually said.
Right.
He's like, "You all right, Sheriff? You see me moving, don't you?"
It's funny though, because back then when you won an award, that's really how you felt. Nowadays, if you think that, then you're just a fool, because all it is just a political circle jerk.
Yeah, it just means you paid more money to be given the award than the other person. Because really, that's what it is. Somebody did.
You've got good PR, is what you got. Doesn't mean you have any talent at all.
That's why I think
that behind the scenes on it and found out that actually it's how much money you give to the Academy is what gets you the award.
Now,
It has nothing to do with what you've done.
I still think that People's choice Awards are the true award because it's what the people like.
Agreed. He's holding on to his dad's hat.
Well, he told him to hold his hat, and then he lost his own and goes, "Daddy, I lost my hat."
That happened a while ago.
It's like he
oh,
had
shit.
2 hands, dummy.
I like how he puts his hands on his hat again.
One of my favorite parts is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't he something?
Here we go.
If you notice, the door was closed.
Oh shit!
Bonsai! This really messes up the car at this point. Doesn't have the driver's side door. Put the evidence in the car. Gonna barbecue your ass and molasses. That's a good comeback.
Good line,
I need to
right?
remember that. Yes. Oh no. Put the evidence in the back.
Oh, Lord. That is...
There's no way.
No way. You come from my loins. I love that line. In the mouth. Put your arm in the mouth.
This movie today, I don't know. Everyone's on his side. He's like their Robin Hood, you know? It's like
Yep, people know him and love him.
there you go. You could redo the Robin Hood story as like this type of movie, right?
You know, that's actually not such a horrible idea.
There's the Robin Hood remake. They should.
There you go. Look, if you're gonna remake something, you ought to do it that way, right?
Yeah,
if you're not bringing something new to it, don't do it.
There you go. I see Little John is a hillbilly guy, you know, big
Right?
dude, you know. It's like Alan Adale would be a country singer, obviously.
I hope so.
You know, it's like,
The Friar Tuck. How'd Friar Tuck be?
I don't know. I mean, there's all manner of preachers and stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or he could just be the same. I don't know.
You got to be careful because these days you're going to have religious people that get all offended. I think it would be funny if he was an alcoholic Roman Catholic priest, but you know, I think people would take that wrong.
Oh yeah. Or he could be a guy that works at a Renaissance fair. I don't. I don't.
Oh man, that would actually be brilliant. He's the only one that's dressed in, you know, like his character, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sucking up some go-go juice.
All right. Oh, this is where the fight happens, right?
Yeah.
I like the dog. I'm sorry. That's a cool dog.
Yeah. Oh, Fred. Just
Ah! Well, of course. Cook the onions.
I do like cooking onions.
I agree with you, Al, but sometimes a nice slice of raw onion.
Oh yeah, well, sometimes sure, but
With mustard.
With mustard.
Yeah, I like to eat it like a snack food. If Prof
Really?
listens to this later, sorry, Prof, but I like onions.
yeah,
I like them on like a burger. I'll have them raw or grilled. It depends. Yeah.
yeah.
I like them crunchy. on my
Sometimes
burger.
both.
Well, you could do it like just get a little sear on it, you know, but it's still got a little bit of that crunch, but you get that little bit of.
Of course, I like the grilled jalapenos on my burgers too. I tried that at Five Guys. I can't go back now.
Oh, grilled jalapeno.
Hey, Wolfie.
Yes.
Wolf Ted Media in the house. How you doing, Wolfie?
Oh, Wolfie.
Ow, that was my ear.
Sorry.
It's like the People's Choice Award. Are we the ones choosing? That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I voted them before. You go on the website and you vote on all the categories.
I like that. A little bit of Yiddish there too. I can't even say
Fakakta.
There you go. Yeah.
Careful, you sound a little verklempt.
Oi.
Yeah, putz.
Oy vey.
Yes. We have anything in common? No.
One of my coworkers says a lot. Whenever she messes up when she's trying to train me on something, she'll go, "Oh, I'm such a putz." And it's like, why would you say that about yourself?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's a worse word than I think it is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that in Batman the Anime Series they had to change one of the words. I think it was putzes to yutzes or vice versa. I don't know.
Oh, let me see. Putz meaning a stupid or worthless person.
Oh, I see.
Sir Torque said Five Guys, the one restaurant where you have to be careful about how you praise because it could sound really dirty if done wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, I see
well,
what you're saying there.
their fries are really good too. I'm just gonna say. Okay. Yeah, we get along. I'd never be born. I can tell you what, it would never be born. I guess that's important.
Take your hat off. I like she goes from dirty to innocent, like in split second. Take your hat off if you want to.
Because she's a spellbinder. She knows when to turn it on and when to turn it off.
Yeah.
Here, let me tickle your nose.
He always said she was the love of his life.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's how these guys are bad, the way they're talking about
I
the
gotta
dog
go
and everything.
kick somebody's ass.
Yeah. You just bit me. Boom! Outnumbered.
Yeah.
I gotta get in points for trying, though. Get a good couple licks in. Actually, maybe we were someone might break it up, but after the start.
Ain't nobody gonna get in the middle of that. Yeah, but you don't threaten a man's dog.
Right?
No.
I'll tell you, the one thing that was unbelievable about that, there was some girls in there cheering. I don't know any girls that would have been cheering over mistreating a dog like that.
Yeah.
Well, to me, it's a Reverend Tuck.
Sure enough.
At least they made the injuries realistic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he looks like he got hit.
White guy and black guy getting along together in the 70s again. What is this?
This is madness, I tell you. Madness.
Absolute fiction.
But everyone tells us that this was never happened.
Never happened, right? because
Well, you know-
institutional racism.
You'd almost think that it's. Oh, here we go. My
Yeah,
favorite
well,
part.
you also don't mess a man with a huge tractor trailer either.
Yeah, those bikes are in trouble now.
Like that
Far out. Far out. Yeah.
I sometimes wonder if part of this is like strategy. Like all these old movies were so terrible and so wrong and everything. And I wonder if that's to get you to watch the new stuff. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, Jackie Gleason. Come on, there's no one like him today. No one
Right?
comparable.
Did you see that Kentucky Fried Chicken? No KFC. Kentucky Fried friggin' chicken.
That was back when they used real chickens. I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wolfpen's asking if he was invisible. I see you, Wolfie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we said hi to you when you came in and everything. We sent up the Reverend Tuck.
Reverend Tuck.
Well, for you just were listening.
Alfie Wise. He
I said hello,
was in
too.
a lot of the Burt's films. Him and Burt were
I
tight.
even howled and hurt my ears.
Oh, here we go. Now, I kept thinking, how is he going to get out of this one? Okay.
And I'm looking at that car going, planes, trains, and automobiles. That car was confiscated. It looked about the same as that.
Yeah.
Like he says, I got my young son in the car. And I don't want him here. I want to hear her talk like that.
He knows how to talk his way out.
See, I'll tell you.
He was nominated for an Academy Award for this role.
Should have been. I understand it. Well, I'll tell you something. State Trooper would not take that. Be like, yeah, and you're out of jurisdiction and you're now under arrest.
Never occurred to me. Well, hope you accept my apologies for my profanity. Apology accepted now.
Good. He used the word, but they did the horn.
They honked over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was perfect. And I'll tell you, sometimes that is funnier than actually saying it.
Yeah.
Okay. He's driving. He's got a can of Coke in his hand. Yet, when he was at the rest stop order to get in food, the guy gave him a cup of Coke.
Well, maybe he finished the cup of Coke and now he's opened up the can that he bought earlier.
That's that old-fashioned design before the new Coke came out, and then they had to go back to making Coke Classic and all this. All I know is I hope the Ecto Cooler returns for when they bring Ghostbusters out again. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I just watched a video. I have a high degree of confidence that I could make my own Ecto Cooler.
Oh, cool. If I go to Perkins, I get the orange high C because I never see it in the stores, and it's there.
Yeah.
And her mother.
And a mother.
Yeah, this film grossed 126 million. It was number 2. Number 1, Star Wars, 735 million.
That is a very pink trailer.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
I'm too pooped to pop. No, I got this some bitch.
This fly open.
Want to bet?
What a bet.
Let me tell you something. No time for that now.
Okay, they be in Alabama.
They're Dale Hare territory.
Yeah.
All the cops are different cars, don't they? Is that what I'm getting from this?
They're all from different states.
Yeah, so they all.
Yeah, well, different states
Slug
have
bug.
different ones and different
Damn, that's a
counties
big
will have
Mars
different
light.
Yeah, actually, the Florida cars they're typically white. The cop cars down here.
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Was this on the? Did they play the song on the radio?
Oh yeah, blue slug bug. Ah! Orange slug bug. Good. What the hell is that? Hey, Melissa Harris.
They had to lower the suspension for
I would imagine so.
on the car for this one. Like I said, the company only got them 3 or 4. For the second film, they were given 10 without hesitation.
I understand that.
The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana. I love that.
I love it. He just pulls out and drives him off the road. They say it can't be done. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Watch old Bandit run.
But yeah, you can definitely, like, if you look there, see how low the car is riding. Earlier, it was up high.
Yeah.
Definitely tell differences in some of the cars.
If only a young Jack Burton was with in that crew, right? Never mind. From Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Never mind. Just
Pork Chop Express.
there you go. Yeah, pork chop.
That's brilliant. Hoorah!
Little Beaver.
Little Beaver.
She's cute too. I like Little Beaver. Later on, there's a girl that's real hot too.
Oh, the one from the diner. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
truck
yeah.
stop. Yeah, I know her. Yeah, she's cute.
I'll tell you though, that Little Beaver, she looks a lot like the lead singer of the Bangles, Christina Hoff.
Maybe she was.
Susanna Hoff, excuse me.
Everyone's smiling.
Ideal guy. Always love being on the highway and trying to get the truckers to blow the horn. When you're a kid, and you're doing that thing, and if they honk, it's the coolest thing in the world when you hear it.
He doesn't know the Miranda? Wow.
Never heard of the girl.
Melissa wants us to do all the Smokey the Bandit films. I don't know, number 2 maybe, but the third one, that's, I don't know about that one. Maybe next year.
The director of Austin Powers is married to Susanna Hoffs. What a lucky guy.
Dang.
Georgia.
Almost home.
Georgia. No peace I find.
That's right. She was. The director mentioned his wife. You know those scenes where they show Austin Powers and his band, and you have like the go-go girl? That was her in those scenes.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
He mentioned that's my wife. Okay, yeah. So perks of being a director, you can put your wife in the outfit in this scene.
Did you find Sweetie who played Little Beaver? Her name was Laura Lisa Summers. I just spoke to the bandit who played Little Beaver. She popped up.
Yeah.
And of course, here's another Dukes of Hazzard thing. There's Enos. Sonny Schroyer.
Did he say every which way but loose? That just gonna turn you every which way but loose. And I'm thinking of
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Right turn, Clyde.
I suppose that's one way to get out of getting a ticket.
Oh, Clyde was the orangutan. That's right.
Yeah, longest running RPGs never seen number 2 or 3. Two's not bad. I mean, it's a little weirder, and but it because it has Dom DeLuise in it.
What?
Which is kind of fun.
Oh yeah,
yeah. The second one, Dom DeLuise.
He was in Cannonball Run, is right? Cannonball Run, yeah.
And the third one, actually, Burt Reynolds is only like in a cameo at the very end. It's actually Sheriff Justice is retiring, and the father son, Big and Little Enos, make him a bet, and then they hire Snowman to kind of cause them trouble. The original title for Smokey the Bandit 3 was Smokey is the Bandit, but it didn't really stick.
Now that's playing havoc on those cars, I'm sure.
Right?
Right.
Forgot about a little thing called gravity.
Yeah.
He broke my watch.
Right.
You gonna need some new tires after this?
And suspension.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they tore up 4 of these things.
Ooh.
This car 54. We're in a truck.
We're in a truck.
And he was a real cop.
Yeah.
That's what I find fascinating.
Go get your daddy beer. How many kids do you have?
5.
Woo.
Go Bandit.
One of the greatest things about the 70s, the sheer lack of bras.
Yeah.
70 struck me as fun. Because I guess there was a lot of chaos going on too, but
I was just old enough to appreciate it and just young enough to get away with it.
Hot pants. This girl is.
Yeah.
I think she's my favorite in this movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I like her accent too. It's I'm still dishing it out. They should just do a movie of the bandit trying to return all the favors.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I love that car. We're going to get into trouble.
No, there's always got to be one of those.
So Tor Kagayan said Jackie Gleason is the father-in-law to the actor who played Father Karras in The Exorcist.
Huh.
Oh, interesting.
She always was. She's cute too.
Head for hot pants with copy. He's Are we going to watch the Waltons tonight? That's why we're just asking.
Yeah.
Get them coming and going. No place to go.
Yeah.
That's an interesting car.
Yeah.
That Ford? What is that? That's like...
It's like a Jeep.
Huh, I've never
Gray
seen that
flood,
before.
bud.
No Pintos in this movie, though, I take it.
I should imagine not. Suicide is painless. Oh, sorry. Wrong movie.
That was funny in the movie Spirit of 76. There's a scene with a Ford Pinto, and the guy says, "Wait, we're okay. It didn't even touch it. It doesn't. He doesn't have to." And then it explodes.
Okay, hook it up with Snowman. Like I said, they're close. But they got every cop in like the state are after them.
Oh, look, the longest running superhero RPG owner says the redhead could have guest starred as Batgirl on Wonder Woman 77.
Oh, should have been a great Batgirl. Oh, there's the muffler.
That's the muffler.
I'm surprised no one hit that fire hydrant. You know?
How many miles did you say? 4.
A lot of people forget his name is Bo Darville.
I forgot my favorite Bond movie came out this summer, too. Spy Who Loved Me.
Negatory.
I love this.
What's it gonna be?
His name is Cletus. How southern can you get?
Right.
Snow.
Caleb, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying.
Thing is, they want to arrest him for kidnapping, but he didn't kidnap her.
Nah, well, that's just the sheriff being silly.
What, they got Georgia?
That's funny. Texas? It's like
I was looking at the different names on the cop cars, and
Go, 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 go!
Ooh, barbecue.
ooh, taking that corner sharp.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
And a truck? Yeah, it sure is.
I'm trying to think. Does Paul Williams say Thursday at all in this movie? The women loved it when he said Thursday. That was like his catchphrase.
Here's your beer. Give it the money.
Clam chowder.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
By the time they got the chowder back, it'd be all cold and gross.
Well, you reheat it.
I think they're doing it for the funsies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's left his car behind. He's left the truck behind.
See, the whole thing has been about the funsies.
Oh!
He lost his hat.
Pile of monkey nuts.
I love his insults.
By the way, monkey nuts, those are pine nuts.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Oh, 6'8" in a cowboy outfit. Hey, leave Paul Williams alone.
Got a little midget just like me.
Bye-bye.
Suppose it probably would have moved. Oh man,
How is that car still running?
I don't know.
He lost the other
The
dog.
tire.
Kind of
Yeah.
flew off. He's bound and down, man.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Susan McIver was the redhead, if I remember right.
Oh,
Wow.
Watch old Bandit run, baby.
Yeah, guys. Let me tell you.
Just a good old classic, fun chase film.
The Southern Classic. That's what it's called on the sign. I guess this is a Southern Classic movie, right?
Oh,
if it's not, it sure as heck should be. They say can't be done.
Long way to go.
And a short time to get there.
I'm eastbound, just watch old Bandit run.
Made it with 10 minutes to spare. Gotta like that.
So, where was Spy Who Loved Me in the top 10? I'm sure it was in there, right?
Not sure. Let me.
Well, you don't have to go to any trouble. I'm just curious.
I'll check Box Office Mojo.
That was the one that had Jaws in it.
Eastbound and down, going up and trucking.
Lead us.
Do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Yeah, 77 was a good year
summer
for movies. So besides this, and besides Star Wars, you had Close Encounters, you had Deep, Saturday Night Fever, Bridge Too Far, Spy Who Loved Me was number 7.
Okay, I forgot Saturday Night Fever came out.
Yep. Oh God, Annie Hall, Semi Tough, Pete's Dragon, High Anxiety, Exorcist 2, The Heretic, which
well,
not the greatest. Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. Oh, The Gauntlet. Another
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood, yeah. Freaky Friday, Other Side of Looking for Mr. Goodbar. It was a really good year.
Did you know that The Gauntlet was originally supposed to star Steve McQueen and Barbara Streisand, but they did not get along and they had to recast them both?
Well, I'm glad of that, to be honest with you.
And Orca. Everybody remembers Orca.
Oh yeah, I remember Orca.
The attempt at a Jaws send up, yeah.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting movie. But
Richard Harris, right? Yeah.
Yep. Well, that was Smokey and the Bandit, and of course, the next time, in 2 weeks from now, we're going to be watching film number 3 from 77, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Steven Spielberg, John Williams, and Richard Dreyfuss. What a great combo that is.
That is my favorite Spielberg movie.
Yeah,
I'll make sure to make mashed potatoes.
Yep. Definitely gonna have some mashed. This reminds me of something. No,
right.
Yeah, I've always loved that Devil's Tower. That's one of the places I would love to visit, just simply because of that film.
Oh yeah.
So, but before that, we have next week. And Nenner, what's next in the A's for us?
Alita Battle Angel.
Ooh, we're doing Alita Battle Angel.
That'll be a good
one. A great one. Yeah, that'll be the second time we've done that one. We've done that on Professor Geek, but it's a good one to watch.
I always encourage everyone to buy physical media. I have been really stumping for people to get a hold of a copy of Alita Battle Angel because it is an awesome movie and very underappreciated. It was done a huge disservice by the socialist media.
It deserves a sequel in the
Agreed. Absolutely.
And
let's see.
Try and boost sales so that they would say, hey, people really like this. We should do a sequel. We actually bought, I think, 4 copies.
You know, what we ought to do, Netter, is we do have a couple extra copies of it. We ought to do a giveaway next week. What do you say?
We can
sounds interesting.
Let's say somebody in the stream who comes, watches it with us, and makes a comment, says, "Yeah, I'd really, really like a copy of Alita Battle Angel." You just tell us, and we'll, if a bunch of people do, we'll do a random drawing. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All righty, that's what we're going to do then. So come back
Incentive.
next week and on Netters Network. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And you may very well get yourself a free copy of Alita Battle Angel.
Cool.
Yep,
Yeah,
definitely.
we've been doing quite a few giveaways lately.
Yeah, I just did the giveaway on my channel for Heart of the Jedi. You know, someone may have just gotten it and turned around and resold it for $600.
Actually, it was Leia Plus. I won it.
Yeah, and she hasn't gotten it
today.
yet. Yeah.
And the other 2 winners we have for the Star Wars books, I've been checking the tracking, and for whatever reason, the tracking is not moving forward. And it's making me crazy because I mailed them all at the same time.
Yeah, they'll be coming soon, guys. Don't worry about it.
And I'm still waiting for a package or an envelope I sent to Big Al to arrive, and I sent that.
Yeah,
beginning of the month.
Don't know what's going on with that.
And it's like every time I call the post office, they're like, "Well, it's still in process." Like, it should have been there a long time ago.
Yeah.
I will say that Daniel Herron sent me a copy of the Wonder Woman 77 Batman 66 comic that took over 2 months to arrive.
My gosh. Well, that is encouraging, though, to know that it's not, because I'll tell you what we sent, I am not sure I can get another one. So
he mailed it on the day after St. Patrick's Day, and it arrived about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
So that tells you.
That tells you something.
I've got the tracking up for. Actually, no, I'm sorry. 2 of the books that I sent recently were delivered. 1 is still waiting.
Yeah.
So let's see. I sent your envelope out May 10th. I gave it to my post person.
So you're saying we might have another month to wait. Is that what you're saying, Al?
Yeah. Who knows?
In transit, arriving late, and I've.
Did you mailed it
3 times?
Did you mail it to the PO box?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I even told him when I called, because first I put in a ticket saying, "Where's my package?" and didn't hear anything back. So I called, and I've called 3 times now, and it's like, "Where's my package?" The tracking hasn't been updated. According to the tracking, it looks like it's still in Streamwood where I live. So where is it? They're like, "Well, I can see it already. It's still in process. It's going to be arriving late." And I'm like, "It's been arriving late since the 10th."
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. He hasn't received it yet. That means it's late. Anyway, so tomorrow morning, folks, I'm Netter and I will be over on not Mr. Matchstick, on Matthew Flynn's channel. We'll be talking about Ben 10 season 3, and then I don't know, something's going on in the evening, isn't it?
It's those old guys.
Oh, the
Geeky Geezers.
Those old farts. Right.
Yeah, I got it set up already. Yep.
What will they be talking about this week?
Just to say, there may be a Lego Gina Carano coming out, not getting everybody all excited, though.
I know, I didn't get it into the thumbnail because I didn't see the article about it until after I sent it to you. But that's okay.
And of course, you heard about the judge who declared the movies mediocre or at best. Or
I did get that, and so the talk is it's official. It's law now that the Star Wars sequels weren't that good. But yeah, so that's what's going on this weekend.
Yes, and of course, I think. Monday, I think. Well, Sound Engraver is on a hiatus, I believe, from streaming. I think she said something like that. So I don't think she's doing anything Monday, but she's been releasing some videos as we go along. Of course, the Catholic Bible Geek on Tuesday. I and the Catholic Bible Geek, aka Professor Geek, are going to start our book study on Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, the first 2 chapters. We'll be talking about finally get to start our journey again in Middle Earth. Looking forward to it. Read the first 2 chapters the other day. And on Thursday, we're finally starting the Darth Bane trilogy, Star Wars Path of Destruction, on Thursday night. So keep an eye on that. Of course, the Fan Man has his Second Cup Cafe Tuesdays and Thursdays, and hopefully a Fan Man tonight this week. Professor and Troy will be streaming Friday night, I believe.
Yep.
What you doing this Friday?
You know what? I haven't decided yet. I usually don't decide until like Monday because I just want to see if there's anything big going on in the news before I commit to anything. But
right.
You know,
and of course, keep an eye out for Wolf 10 Media's Wolf Commander Rambles, Tuesdays and Thursday afternoons. And
did you say soundtracks with Birdman on Wednesday?
Soundtrack with Birdman this Wednesday. What you guys watching this week?
It depends on who we're getting because we have a couple guests that might be interested because it's either gonna be Beverly Hills Cop or Total Recall. I should check back with Daniel, see if he got a response. But
okay,
both are great movies. I'm just
and if Daniel asks me, I will do thumbnails if he wants me to.
Cool.
I haven't heard, so
yeah, he's waiting. I think to hear back because we have a guy across the pond that might want to show up for Total Recall. So and a guy in Canada. So we're international. We're international. And soundtracks with Birdman, okay?
That is awesome. Could do a Lego movie. Everything is awesome.
Well, it's also not the Lego Batman movie. I know.
Maybe I'll start.
Maybe upsetting people now.
Maybe I'll do the one that I can always add in the, I guess, star later. But just keep an eye out this week. Of course, Green Lion Girl has been doing a lot lately. And just everybody's kind of doing their thing. And if you are part of the Professor Geek community, that Professor Geek Facebook page will be shutting down and another one will come. It basically got a little out of hand with stuff, and he's doing a page completely dedicated to his content. And I may have a little one coming up too. I may transfer Review-O-Rama, may become a Big Al Presents page. So just for everybody to kind of keep a track of. Like to thank everyone who joined us. Of course, you guys are the reason we do this, sort of, because we love doing it anyway. We're doing it. Nobody listened, but we love it when you guys show up and kind of throw out comments to us. Thank you for coming by as usual. Of course, check out the YouTubers page, the Nets YouTubers page on Facebook. Post what you got coming up and let people know. Again, thank you. And do you guys have any final words?
As always, I want to thank everyone for being here. Without you guys, we'd just be talking amongst ourselves. Please do make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our channels if you haven't already. We do appreciate that. And since I have dropped the link in the chat, make sure that you go to the Facebook, YouTube channel or page and drop your link in for your channel if you've got one, if you haven't already, so we can sub to you and you can sub to us and support each other that way.
And I hope everybody has a lovely rest of the weekend. It's going to be a hot one here on the East Coast. So if you're having a hot time in the old summertime, although technically it's the unofficial summer after Memorial Day, of course. Just stay as cool as you can. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. Thanks for coming by. And we are westbound and down, and we are westbound and